So welcome to this info session on the certificate for Eastern Mediterranean Studies. I will be mostly speaking about the Center for Eastern Mediterranean Studies because this is the unit within the university that hosts the certificate. My name is Baukje van den Berg. I'm an associate professor specializing in Byzantine studies at the Department of Historical Studies and currently the director of the Center for Eastern Mediterranean Studies. With me are also Ada Cook, who is PhD student in late antique and Byzantine studies, and he was previously also an MA student with us, so he has lots of experience with the Center for Eastern Mediterranean Studies. And we have also Jessica Knowles, with whom you've been in touch, who is the coordinator of the Department of Historical Studies. I will speak maximum 10 minutes, and then there will be room for questions. The Center for Eastern Mediterranean Studies, as you understand from the name, does everything related to the Eastern Mediterranean. And I've here put some of the fields that are covered by both the faculty and the students affiliated with the center. We cover everything from antiquity, late antiquity, up to the modern period. And we cover also different fields of study within Eastern Mediterranean studies. Late antique and Byzantine studies, Ottoman and Turkish studies, Eastern Christianity studies, Islamic studies, Arabic studies, Jewish studies, Armenian studies, Middle Eastern studies, and those dots are not a mistake, but they are whatever you are willing to bring to the center when you come to CEU. In addition to these different regions or fields, the people associated with the center approach their object of study from different angles. Some of the faculty and students are interested in religious studies, others study literature, art, visual culture, philosophy, intellectual history, political history, gender history. And please look at our website for everyone who is involved with the center and the courses that we offer. CEMS, the Center for Eastern Mediterranean Studies, has as its mission to promote the study of Mediterranean historical, philosophical, religious, imperial, and literary traditions. Its members, academic events, and projects pursue diverse topics, as you've heard already, ranging from ancient Greek philosophy to modern Turkish literature. Through its activities, the center aims to foster innovative research on the region and to sustain, and this is perhaps even more important, a community of students and scholars engaged in common intellectual pursuits. So how do we do that? And here are just some numbers that will help me explain some of the things we do. There are 17 faculty members currently associated with the Center for Eastern Mediterranean Studies. There are approximately 25 Eastern Mediterranean Studies courses every year, and these include, or maybe in addition to those, we have 8 source languages taught by the source language teaching group, and all these courses count towards the certificate in Eastern Mediterranean Studies, about which I will say a bit more in a bit. Source languages include Greek, Latin, Ottoman Turkish, Syriac, Arabic, Persian. I'm forgetting probably half of them, but I think for the Eastern Mediterranean, these might be among the most relevant ones. In addition to 17 faculty members, there are currently approximately 40 PhD and MA students attached to the Center for Eastern Mediterranean Studies. What we do is, apart from hosting the certificate in Eastern Mediterranean Studies, we organize primarily events related to the field. This academic year, we organized, or maybe I should say the students organized, 3 graduate workshops and conferences, one of which is actually currently happening today and tomorrow in Ottoman and Turkish studies. We've organized this year 11 public lectures, seminars, and book talks across the different disciplines covered by the center. And we've, in addition to that, have organized 2 museum visits. The Vienna has a lot of museums, and we try to use this as an opportunity to go there with students and faculty. And CEMS also always has 2 social events a year that are less focused on the Mediterranean, unless you consider Mediterranean food culture part of the academic studies. Perhaps important for incoming students is that there are 7 opportunities per year to apply for research and travel grants that are given out by the Center for Eastern Mediterranean Studies to students who are, members of the center. So as promised, a few more words about the certificate in Eastern Mediterranean Studies. The certificate is open to MA students enrolled in any program at CEU. Its requirements are minimal, I would almost say, because in principle, most of the courses that would count towards the Eastern Mediterranean Studies certificate would be courses you would probably be taking anyway. So if you're in the 1-year MA, you're required to take 12 credits. In the 2-year MA, 14 credits. And we, in the beginning of every year, publish a list of courses that count towards the certificate. And these also include the language courses that I just mentioned. One mandatory course that is required for the Eastern Mediterranean Studies certificate is the course Grand Debates in Mediterranean History, which is might also most likely be a course you would be taking anyway. Apart from that, the requirement is that you write your thesis with a faculty member who is affiliated with the center, and that you join us for at least 5 events per year. And that should be the fun part, I hope. So why become a member of SEMS? SEMS offers a lively community and active scholarly environment, as I hope to have shown by enumerating all these events that we've organized this year. It will help you or allow you to think about your research in broader, multidisciplinary and chronological and geographical context, and also just to learn about things that are not directly related to your work. I think that is something that is very important for one's intellectual development. The center is very much student-driven. We are open to any suggestions from students to organize events, and I've put on the left side of the screen the 2 main, I guess, initiatives of students this year. On the top, you see the announcement of the ongoing today's workshop, actually International Graduate Conference in Ottoman and Turkish Studies, organized by the students who are in Ottoman and Turkish Studies. And below is an ongoing, now I think already 3-year existing collaboration between graduate students in late antique and Byzantine studies with the University of Vienna, organizing together various events throughout the year. Most importantly, a workshop that is maybe for Viennese and Austrian graduate students, particularly to share their work. And then 2 weeks ago, we had the International Graduate Conference, where also people from abroad participated. And Ada was one of the organizers. So if you want to ask Ada any questions about this, please do so. If you're not convinced by the intellectual and social benefits of being a SEMS member, then maybe the financial incentive will convince you. So as I said, SEMS also gives out grants for research trip, conferences, summer schools, etc. So that might be another incentive to become a member of SEMS. Plus, of course, to have the Eastern Mediterranean Studies certificate on your, how do you call it, transcript might look nice for the future.